Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are watching the 7th episode of Season 4 of Castlevania.
The last episode, Carmilla was taken out by Isaac. Well, actually herself, but she was forced to do it because Isaac was there, and she knew she had lost.
Yeah, so one of my favorite episodes in the entire series, in my opinion. To see Isaac's character arc get from where he was to where he is now, it's night and day. And I don't exactly know what he wants. We know that he doesn't want humanity to completely be wiped out because he mentioned about building a better place for people. You know, he had the hammer. We had the reference a couple episodes ago, you know, being the hand that holds the hammer. I love his character, and he's probably my favorite character of the entire series. Just to kind of see that development of his character. It didn't probably start off as that. I actually thought that Hector probably at the initial onset was a little bit more interesting to me, but to see, like, you know, everything that happened to him, and then for him to get to where he is, he became my favorite character.
So it also seemed like Hector was working with Saint Germain, but now he's not. Now what is he gonna do? Is he, like, how is he gonna go about this plan now without a Forge Master? Yeah,
I wonder how that is gonna play into into his plan. I imagine Saint Germain is gonna be a little bit pissed off, but I'm excited also for Hector's character because I didn't dislike Lenore. I actually kind of liked her, but I did think that she was manipulating Hector for Carmilla. So hopefully we can pick up with their characters a little bit more, just to kind of see, you know, where they end up leaving off, and that we see at least one more interaction with them. But yeah, I feel like now, because of this storyline seeming like it's not fully wrapped up, but mostly wrapped up, it seems. I feel like, you know, we're gonna revert back to Saint Germain, Alucard, and I feel like their characters now are going to kind of converge with Trevor and with Sypha, and we'll kind of see what ends up happening. I think that there's a possibility that Dracula doesn't come back now. And, you know, as much as we love Dracula, we've said it a lot, we have his pop right here, but as much as we said that, and as much as we love his character, it makes sense. It kind of makes sense for me now to not bring him back anymore. Yeah. And it almost kind of feels like, even though I feel like we were kind of shorted on his character a little bit because he was so badass for the series, it actually now, with all the other character development and like thinking about like where Dracula, where we last saw him left off in season 3 in Hell with Lisa, does he want to come back? I brought up that question last season. I don't think that he does, in all honesty, and I feel like Hector kind of feels that way too. And now it's just like, are these other vampires and Saint Germain going to be able to accomplish that, and especially now without Hector? Before we get into today's video, we want to let you know that you can watch the next 3 edited YouTube reactions for Castlevania right now over on our Patreon. If you want to be 1 episode ahead, you can check out our lowest tier. If you want to be 2 episodes ahead, you can check out our middle tier. And if you want to be 3 full episodes ahead of our YouTube schedule, you can check out our largest tier. We do also have our full-length reactions for the series over there too, where we're completely done, and that's where you sync up a copy of your Castlevania up to our reactions. That is also available at our middle tier. But while you're over there, be sure to check out all the other series that we're doing, and you can do that by checking out the link down in the description below. These are the tunnels that connect the catacombs?
Lizards? Are these night creatures?
Night creatures for those other vampires, maybe? Yeah. Like, we questioned, you know, what Forge Master... Was this the Forge Master for them? Who is this? No, this is just the guy that was with him.
The stupid little trinkets you found on that human body.
The underground court we've never been able to find.
Do they even exist at this point?
Map?
This has to be where the tracking device was placed, right?
Yeah.
Where she's at.
That's their underground court.
Yep.
She took the tracking stone right there.
Be happy I even remember you're here.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me. Dracula sent me here. You're just my little helper.
Oh my gosh, he might kill him.
I am entirely fucking finished with propping up your delusional bullshit just to get things done. You're not a vampire. I'm a fucking vampire. I lie and I cheat because lying to pigs is meaningless.
I mean, he's more of a badass to me than Varney, so like, feel like he's the alpha in the room, you know?
Where do you think you're going? Well, you seem to have taken over the effort above ground. I have other things to attend to.
Are these king and queen even alive?
Yeah.
Or are they just keeping up the charade?
You are going to show us your fabled underground court. And then we are going to get this place in proper order. Defend the people and clean out the city. Are we clear?
Like, I could see a situation where they're like either deathly ill or already dead, and the guard is just kind of keeping up appearances, you know?
I stopped listening a second or two after you started mewling about what you want. Then I decided it was time for you to follow me. Know your place.
It's like...
Look at this place first.
Okay,
oh,
let's see.
here we are
Catch up with Saint
again.
Germain.
Is that a picture of the... Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
It is.
The picture of the castle in the castle. Oh, those things.
The same stones, yeah. I feel like without Hector,
Nobody's gonna miss that.
and if there's like some like dissension, it seems as though between like Varney and the other dude. Like if those two, if one of them even kills the other one, it's just Saint Germain. I don't see him being able to accomplish this by himself. You know. Kind of seems just like this plan is falling. Isn't this where he killed him?
I think
In his
so,
room,
yeah.
I have the location, and I am preparing the way.
Yeah. Oh, are those the ones?
Mm-hmm. That's Saint Germain hailed. So who's their forge master?
Yeah, like how are they making the creatures? What the
What the
heck?
fuck is going on here? Witches? Vampires? What
Vampires? They're sewing.
the? Pieces.
Is this
of
how they're
pieces.
making them? Oh, I don't know.
Let's see if this king and queen exist.
So there's some people down here. Other
Like
than-
higher members of like
Right,
the people who would
court.
normally stay in the castle, I feel like, yeah.
Gold.
Kenny Gold. So maybe by trying to attempt and take that food, it was like they're just as bad down
Yeah.
here. Let's see how
Guess so.
the leaders are like living.
Wait here.
Because I mean, they seem fine, like the warriors, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Maybe
to notice
because
that thing on her
they
neck.
go in and out.
I mean, I'm just saying that they're getting food somehow.
Right.
Bloody hell.
All the money. There's a knife, sword, double-bladed knife.
You found a new toy?
Oh,
Wow.
The story goes that a mad Norwegian vampire hunter went to India, and he convinced the weapons master of the Rajaputra clans to make him this thing. There's only one. I saw drawings of it in my mother's books.
Wow.
See?
it's so excited by the weapons.
The question is, if you're keeping stuff like this down here, then why aren't you using it up there?
Because your betters wish it so.
Then it's time I meet them. Are they through
Let's
here?
see what they look like.
Oh, I didn't say you could meet them.
Oh, they're
Ooh,
dead.
go meet them. Force your way through.
Look at the
Yeah.
the worriness on her face. They're
Move
dead.
out of the way.
I feel like they're calling the shots and they died a while ago.
Oh,
Yes!
yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I see why they're so
They're
remarkably
dead. They
unconcerned
died a long
about
time
everything.
Keep your voice down.
Why? They're not gonna wake up.
People out there don't know.
These two need to be laid to rest. This is just wrong. Listen to me. This is over.
It will never be over. The apocalypse will never claim us. The catastrophe of Targovishta will never happen again.
Y'all are like barely hanging on right now at this point.
We are taking back control of our country.
Targovishta isn't a country.
It's the beating heart of the country.
And if you were, who's gonna rule it?
Right.
Like the dead people?
Y'all can't even eat.
Taking back control.
Control. Yes, letting your people starve and swim around in their own shit.
Not only down here, but up there.
Like it doesn't look any different down here, except you have gold on the ground.
These people have cracked lips. And you have flowing water back there.
We need that for defense.
Holy water.
You could have used it to give people something to drink.
The court must be defended.
What is Trevor doing?
And you're defending 2 dead bodies.
They will wake. Their
What?
majesties will awaken from their royal sleep and save us all.
This isn't fucking Odin, or like, what are you talking about? What are you...
I went insane the day Dracula hit the city. I saw his face in the sky. I sleep for 2 hours a night and wake up screaming.
Y'all need to get out of here. Just let whatever happens here. Well, I mean, I guess they're trying to bring back Dracula, so I guess we gotta stop it.
They are royal blood. They journey in the subtle realms to recover their strength.
They're bone.
I know.
I get it now. You have been suffering for so long. Were you the last person of noble birth left alive?
Well, if you're the last noble birth, maybe you should just take over and rule, but like not be crazy about it, you know?
They will save us all, and everything will be set right.
The vampires are gonna break through right now.
Look at all the things we recovered from their palace. Behold their mystical treasures.
What's it doing for you right
It's
now?
just gold.
It's delusional.
Are you done farting around over there?
I don't know who taught
Just
you all
sneak.
these words, but yeah.
Did he just put it in his pocket?
I am truly sorry for everything that has happened to you. All this has to stop now. We need to abandon this space, organize and...
Abandon.
She's too far gone.
Yeah.
You did the best you could. But your rulers are dead.
They've
The
been
people
dead.
need you.
No. I saved them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
They're about to get attacked right now.
gosh. Oh, man. I would not be the one, like, want to be the one outside.
No,
I'd be like,
fuck
can I
that.
just, like,
I'm
be
staying in the castle. I'm just gonna look out through the window. That was that, like, caravan of people that were vampires that were coming.
Why didn't we close the doors? I thought we were going to talk about closing the doors.
So kind of like what we suspected, the king and queen were dead. It just seemed like as much buildup as there was to it, it was very weird that they hadn't revealed themselves yet.
Right.
So, I mean, I wasn't surprised by that in the least. And now it looks like, you know, the vampires who are trying to bring back Dracula, Varney, and I forgot the other guy, which I actually like him more than Varney. They're down here now. Saint Germain, he's still going off putting those same little stones in Dracula's castle that Hector was putting in Carmilla's castle. I don't think that he knows that Hector is not on his side anymore. So I wonder if that is going to be the monkey wrench in this whole plan.
I don't really know what Trevor and Sypha are going to do here. I mean, obviously they're going to help defend in this exact moment, but then after the fact, it's like, are you going to stay and try to help? Are you going to leave? Like, what can you actually do for these people other than, like, tell them, okay, your rulers are not, they're not alive anymore. There's no reason to hold on to this false hope. Like, either
find a new life.
Find a new home, figure something else out, maybe go try to hunt something. I don't know. Can you, like, all, like, organize together,
Just
maybe?
leave this space, you know? It's
seems like a death trap city.
They're literally waiting to die. Like, there's really not much I see for the people that are here, and hopefully, you know, if Sypha and Trevor are able to communicate that with all the other people, which I'd have to imagine that the people even underground too that are here might not know. But the people up on the surface definitely don't know. And if they were to be told that, I feel like they would leave. Like, I mean, there's no reason to be there at this point. Like, it's weird because you have like this whole little underground of all these treasures, and there's really...
It means really nothing you can't eat.
And also you're saving it for no one.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like, what are you talking about, this eternal, like, not eternal sleep, but this sleep from the king and the queen? Like, that doesn't seem like a realistic thing. That just seems like something she made up in her mind right there. And I know it kind of made it sound like, you know, she was the last royal, or I forgot which term they used, bloodline. So she would assume control. So assume control. Don't just fucking like be waiting for these dead people to come back to life, which is never going to happen. Just you take command, you start telling people what to do. But I mean, I don't even see that happening anymore because they've been dead for so long. So what do you even tell people? Like, oh, I've been keeping up the charade for so long and now I'm taking command. So I honestly find this situation going to blow up, and I feel like she and all the other people who are like, you know, the fighters are probably going to get taken out, in my opinion. Hopefully the people can like scatter, escape, and that we have at least some people that get out of here and be able to find a new life for themselves. I still am not 100% sure whether Dracula's coming back or not yet. for me, I guess like a big question, like I mentioned earlier, is Hector not being a part of this plan really gonna prevent it from actually coming to fruition? I feel like it might be, but also, like, what are we gonna get paid off in the sense that like Saint Germain is continuing this plan? The other the other vampires like Varney and all those other vampires are going to be continuing to push forward. And then like, is there something that Hector was supposed to do that he's just not going to do? And we're just going to have like this big build up and then like kind of a flat like payoff where it's like, oh, he's not coming back type of thing. I don't know. We still... Like we mentioned a couple episodes ago, and you guys corrected us in the comments that we thought Saint Germain was trying to combine himself with somebody. You guys mentioned that he's trying to combine 2 other people. Is that Dracula and is that Lisa? Is that his main purpose there? Because we still know he's trying to get, control of this infinite corridor. Regardless, Saint Germain I feel like is going to have a better payoff to his story than these other vampires who are just trying to bring Dracula back. I honestly feel like, thinking about it now, I feel like Isaac already had a perfect send-off. So I don't really know if this series is going to continue past this season or if this was like the completion of the series. But it really does kind of feel like it's setting up towards the end because like these characters are getting, in my opinion, definitive endings for like their story. And, as for Hector and Isaac, I like their payoffs. We'll see what ends up happening to Saint Germain. I don't feel like he's going to have a positive end for his character, though, because of what he's gone through. It almost kind of seems like I mentioned, either this episode or the episode before, it's very much kind of like a Dracula arc where he, like, his love for this woman really drove him to be crazy, even though he kind of already lost her. But, like, it's different than Lisa because Lisa was killed, obviously. But it kind of seems like, if she wanted to come back and she was able to manipulate the corridor, she could have found her way back to you. So does she even really want to be with you? I don't know.
Alright, well thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon if you want to see our full-length reaction to the series. We upload them over there. The link's down in the description below.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.